he kept on just like, getting gassed over everything. Kept trying to like engage in conversation with me in like a very weird way. Like, it would just be a lot of like looking at me and going like, like
Mr. Bean.
As if he just wanted to be like, hello. He wouldn't say anything. He would just look at me and be like, oh, we're on a plane. Like, that's the kind of thing he was like, oh, isn't this great? There's all like built up into, we were coming into land and he reached over and flicked the window up. Because at one point he was like annoying me so much because he was leaning into me to look out the window, and I was just like, I waited for him to look away and just went, so I was just like, this fucking guy.
It is the perfect temperature.
I don't know what that means. I only found out, who the fuck was telling me? I think it was a client. I only found out like 3 weeks ago, about like pouring Guinness and how it's like fucking a thing. Like, it's like, I'm just saying like a lot. It's like there's a technique to it and there's a precision to it, and people are arsey if you don't obey some certain rules and stuff. I didn't know none of this.
Yeah, because it froths up so much. So you can only really... I know the chair's squeaky.
Oh no, that's a pigeon. It's a pigeon.
Getting crushed under my seat. Yeah, it froths up so much that they kind of stop halfway, let it settle, have a little rest. You know, it's done a lot of work coming out of that pipe.
This is what you were saying.
And then fill it up to the top.
You're saying like you order a pint of Guinness, he expects like a 3 to 4 minute
Yeah, it takes some
kind
time.
of thing. And I never knew this, and I thought that was fucking mental.
It's not usually... It's not 3-4 minutes. It's normally that they start it first at the beginning of your order, then go collect the other stuff whilst it's ready. So it's just as long as it takes them to do the other bits, and then they finish it off last.
Also, this guy did say he would like be annoyed if they didn't wait enough time. He said he'd rather wait and get his pint once it had settled.
Some people just aren't living right. That's the problem there. Why are you getting stressed over how fast a beer is poured?
Sorry, whoever said that. I don't know who said that. I think it was a client. Or it was a guest. Might have been a guest.
That's just quite serious to take life, isn't it? Like, this shamrock is not correct. Ugh.
I suppose, I mean, I was about to say, I suppose I'm pretty arsey with coffee, but like, I'm not. I just like good coffee.
Yeah.
I would never like, like he said he would sometimes send a pint back if like they hadn't poured it right.
I genuinely wouldn't even notice.
Well, I can't.
I'd have no idea.
Can't comment.
But maybe I'm just not into it as much.
He was like, he did say he was a Guinness head, like he's proper into it.
Oh, right.
So
I knew a Guinness head years and years ago. He was an alcoholic. Yeah. I didn't know that at the time. I just thought he was a cool guy who drank loads of Guinness every day, but...
every day?
Every single day.
Who was this?
I can't really say who it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they still with us?
I don't know.
Oh.
Don't know. But I miss him very much regardless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So regardless of his alcoholism, he was a nice guy.
He was awesome. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Big fan.
Alcoholics are often the life of the party.
Like, honestly, it was like super chill. It wasn't like an alcoholic like you would imagine an alcoholic. It was just like he just drank 8 to 10 cans a night. You know what I mean? Just like you get home, you've had a stressful day.
So you drink 8 to 10 cans?
Yeah, just knock 8 to 10 back.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had light days. Some of them were 6.
I love that I'm laughing at this because it's just like so, like I'm genuinely finding it funny because I'm like 8 to 10 cans, like what the fuck? But like, yeah, I know it is pretty normal for a lot of people to do that.
Yeah.
But that's like fucking insane to me.
Probably not 8 to 10 cans. That's probably a lot. But I reckon people do. I think it's pretty normal for people to have like a glass of wine on an evening.
I was about to say, I know people who sink, like between a couple, they'll sink 2 bottles of wine in a
night.
In a casual night. Not every night, but like on a work night, they'll be like, get the wine. They'll open a bottle and they'll open a second bottle.
Yeah. We normally buy them by the box rather than the bottle.
By the box?
Yeah, because you can get like, I think you get 2.25 litres in a box, which is like 3 bottles-ish.
Oh, you mean a literal one of those little fucking tap boxes?
Yeah, you get like the little nozzle
I thought you meant
out.
boxes of bottles of wine.
Oh, no.
I thought you like, I get them by the crate, and I was like, Jesus Christ. How much wine do you drink?
I was sober for 3 years, and I'm making up for it now.
Yeah, I can tell.
With crates of wine every night.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't drink that. Now, we get the boxes. Cost
Are
efficient.
you a wine drinker?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was sober for ages, and now I just drink everything.
I know that, yeah.
No, I drink different things for different occasions.
What do you drink wine for?
Getting fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No, not really. No, it's usually just like casual. Or like I'll have a rosé and a lemonade. in the sun, maybe.
Fruity.
Little spritzer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spritzer kind of guy. Mostly cider. But the weight that you get from the cider is crazy because it's just basically pure sugar in it.
It's delicious.
And I don't need to help myself along with calories. I'm doing plenty as it is.
Yeah.
Let alone having to drink extra as well.
Yeah, I never fucked with wine. Never liked it.
I don't like white wine. Unless I'm like trying to strip paint off a wall. So
I think if I was to choose between the two, it probably would be white.
Yeah. That's normally your choice, isn't it?
Between white and red, yeah.
Oh. So we're bringing the original Americans into this, are we?
Fuck! Can we keep that in? Definitely can't keep that in.
We'll find out. You haven't been checking them recently, so anything could be in there.
I haven't, because you haven't been telling me.
Sorry, I should have been telling you.
Yeah, I haven't watched the last two, because, you haven't been telling me they've been going up, so I just didn't know
Oh,
they were
they're
there.
horrendous.
Are they bad?
Yeah, one of them's the one where you're trying to recruit people for the EDL.
How much of this are we cutting? Can't keep this in. Oh, how shit were those last 2 episodes?
It was mostly you just trying to recruit people for your EDL gang or something. I don't know what it was.
What?
Yeah.
What are you on about?
Kept shouting white is right or something.
For fuck's sake. This episode will start at some point, I assume.
Yeah, maybe.
From now. Fuck's sake.
This is all solid stuff. Yeah.
It's definitely not.
Everything that's getting thrown away is what's going to make this fucking great. And once we strip all of that off, we're just talking about crisps again.
And it's a solid subject for a podcast.
It is if you haven't spent 45 minutes talking about crisps earlier that day.
Look, you were talking about crisps for way too long and I was not engaged. I was drawing. You were like, you guys were just fucking talking about crisps. There was so many times, this is not a joke, there was so many times I was looking at my drawings, and I hadn't looked up in a while at all your faces, and I thought, are they taking the piss? I thought, if I looked up and made eye contact, one of you would go, ah! He looked at us. Because you were talking about crisps so passionately for so fucking long.
I don't think there's been any more level of professionalism in a conversation. Everyone was so switched on and engaged and
Not
just
today.
being
Not today,
No, but
by a long shot.
But in this talk of crisps,
Yeah.
suddenly everyone got real serious. Everyone was paying attention to like, actually, that is a really good point. And yeah,
We were all listening to each other for once.
yeah. No one talked over each other.
Yeah.
We just politely talked about crisps like adults. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. It did make me want crisps quite badly.
Nah. I'm not a big crisp guy.
We don't need to talk about it now. I'm all crisped out. We also, before the crisps conversation, we talked about potatoes for about an hour as well. What's your favourite way to have a potato? That's what the fuck?
Oh, who said tattoo shops aren't wild?
They're like rock stars, aren't they? New potatoes are bottom tier. They're the only thing worse than mash.
I disagree with that. I like mash.
Yeah, so do I. I like the, if you put cheese and milk and cream and mash, is it even mash anymore?
Yeah.
It may as well be dauphinoise potatoes, I think someone said.
That was Dan. Dan said that. Yeah.
Which is fair, yeah.
But would you
Oh
rather
my
have
God.
dauphinoise? We need to just not talk about
And then I learned how you make hash browns. I learned that as well, because I didn't know that you grated them. I thought you just mashed and fried them.
No.
Yeah, no idea.
Great.
Yeah, and it was great. Great conversation. We used it all up. All of our potato and crisp material's gone.
Yeah, what should we talk
guys.
about now?
Starch product, how they use starch in laundry.
Just covering all the starch bases.
Yeah.
Or we could go oil, crisps and oil.
Yeah, that kind of works.
There's nothing more riveting than a discussion on the difference between olive oil and vegetable oil.
Or regular water and starch water. It's
What
good
do you
stuff.
prefer?
Baby oil.
To cook with?
Yeah, if I'm cooking babies, you want to use the right one. I normally go olive, I think.
It wasn't a genuine question.
Oh,
I don't actually want to discuss oils.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know what the difference is between them.
Are you fucking serious?
It looks like we are having a conversation about it.
You're not being serious.
Oh, I know that one of them's made with olives, and one of them's made with like
that's
sunflowers, and
Yeah, but that's it.
that's the whole
difference.
thing.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Oil is just an extract
okay.
of vegetable, olives, sunflower, and the other ones.
Yeah, sesame seeds.
Rapeseed. Yeah, seeds. Yeah, so seeds as well. So you get oil from that. It's all just extracts. That's the only difference. Olive is olive oil. Vegetable is... I don't know what... Vegetable's vague, innit? What vegetable is it?
Just vegetables.
Just all. Maybe it is like a stew.
Maybe they just like they scoop out that white shit the potatoes leave in boiling water and use some of that.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're on about.
Starch. We're back there. We're back there.
Fuck!
Makes your clothes stiff.
Right,
You're
can
welcome.
we actually talk about something else? I don't want to talk about crisps or oil or potatoes or starch.
Okay. I'm all out. That's
Flabbergasted.
that's all I had.
Why
to
don't
be
we
honest.
talk about...
Parsnips pretending to be potatoes? That's what we should talk about. That's the real problem here.
A parsnip's pretending to be... A parsnip's pretending to be potatoes or they're pretending to be carrots?
They don't know. They're somewhere between. They're kind of shaped like a carrot, but then they look like a potato, and then they taste like shit.
They have a texture of a carrot as well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But you put them in your mouth like it's a potato, and then every time I'm disappointed.
No, I quite like parsnips.
Not a surprise parsnip. I don't mind a parsnip. I don't want a surprise parsnip.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going into it like a roast potato. If it's the one I've saved, and I think I've saved myself a roast potato, and I bite into it, and it's a parsnip, I'll get Greek and smash that plate against the wall.
But is this... Are you
go to
talking
bed.
in a restaurant setting or a home cook setting?
Just any setting where parsnips are invading my plate.
I don't think I've ever been somewhere where... Or made myself where the parsnips are next to the potatoes enough for them to look like each other. Does that make sense?
I know what you're saying.
When I make parsnips, I make fucking hell, I talk good.
English.
When, oh fuck! When I make
Parsnips are funny, to be fair. They are one of the funnier root vegetables.
when I make parsnips and carrots with honey and
Yeah.
sauce, but like sweet.
Yeah.
But I cut them in like what's it called? Little strips. There's a name for that. No, I can't remember. I cut them in strips, but then I cut the potatoes in chunks. So on my plate, I can tell the difference. And most places I've been do the same thing.
That's how I would do it, yeah.
Yeah. So where are you going where they chop them like potatoes?
I honestly don't know, but it has happened on numerous occasions. Maybe I used to cut them wrong.
Yeah.
My memory's kind of vague. All I know is that I fucking despise parsnips and their sneaky behaviour.
I like them.
But if they were like, those whole thin ones, why are we still talking about root vegetables? Right, let's move on. We moved on from potatoes to
I tried
parsnips.
to change the subject, and
Yeah.
you said parsnips. So
If you were to pick a vegetable to put up your ass, which one would it be?
you're bringing it back to vegetables,
I'm trying.
and it's obviously a carrot.
It had soil on it from the ground. That's not me.
What other vegetable would you put up your ass? It's not gonna be potatoes.
Oh,
is it?
beetroot.
Beetroot.
Beetroots are the ones that are like big and round with like a little hat on.
Yeah. Broccoli.
Yeah. Broccoli would be fucking hilarious. I would definitely watch a video of someone stuffing broccoli up their ass. If someone said there's on Pornhub, you should go on there. There's a guy shoving broccoli up his ass.
Which way would be funnier, right?
Oh, we 100% know what the stem one is.
No. No, but think about it. Which way do you think's funnier?
Oh, wait a minute. I've just got the rest of the way through. Because if you put the stem up, it looks like you're flowering. You're like flowering from your anus.
Like a little bunny rabbit, but with like a broccoli on its bum.
But if it's the other way, you're just
mashing it.
You're just smashing a bouquet of broccoli into your cheeks.
It'd be so messy. Either way is funny.
And either way, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I bet it exists. It has to.
I was going to say, drop me a look, but then I thought this could get a bit weird.
Just 10 minutes of us. Oh.
Somebody definitely does that.
Why is he doing it
definitely-
sideways? That's a weird method. Surely it's bottom or top.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
What other vegetables? Turnips.
Turnips.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a
You got,
good
like,
shape.
you got a little handle.
Oh, what, the leafy bit?
Yeah. You can get the ball in like a...
If I put a whole turnip up my ass, I'm not using that as a handle to pull it out.
Why not?
Because my lifeline's going to snap off immediately.
But how else are you going to get it out?
At the doctor's at A&E, when I waddle in. So I was making roast dinner, right? And some oil was on the floor.
And I happened to put my turnip in a condom, as you always do. And then,
That's how I based it.
and then I proceeded to slip, fall, and landed perfectly on my anus. I was naked at the time, yes.
I always cook naked.
Yeah,
I
do
watch
you
Jamie
not?
Oliver. Yeah.
As you can see, I am wearing the apron, though.
Why are you wearing it backwards? Because the leaves are hanging out the back.
There's a lot of blood.
Rabbits have been following me for the last 3 miles, thinking it's carrots hanging out. That was last week. Fruit's not as good for putting up your ass.
It's too soft.
Yeah.
Because even like a banana, which I would say is a stiff fruit. Apple would be good.
It's just the wrong shape.
It is, but you get those little apples.
All crab apples.
Yeah, you could put like fucking 5 of them up there. Just,
Yeah, but they're not very good for you, are they?
what, up your ass?
Oh, yeah, anyway, I thought crab apple.
Well,
You have
they're
to
not
cook
good-
them
they're not-
first.
I
Would you
don't
cook
know.
them before you put them up? They're probably too soft then.
No, you just put them in. Yeah, why would you just cook them? You're not leaving them there. You're obviously going to shit them out.
Leave them there to ferment a bit and then shit out cider.
Yeah.
That would sell. I reckon there's a guy who looks exactly like me somewhere who's like, actually, that's a brilliant idea. I'll write that down.
He's just incredibly unwell.
No, because then all the rest of the people that also look like me, they turn up and they're like, oh, this is a brilliant IPA. And the A stands for ass.
Oh.
Ingested through anus. pH through.
It'd be like those coffee beans that, isn't it? What is it?
Oh, the ones that animals
Coffee
have
beans
to
that
eat and then they shit them out.
them out. And the people are like, oh, it's great.
That's probably quite a lot of coffee beans.
It'd be the same thing. It'd be the same snobbery. Where people are like, oh, you just don't get it. You're just not into coffee like I am.
You call this Guinness? This has barely been brewed in an ass. Shamrock. I did a better shamrock with a piece of broccoli in my asshole.
I can't even taste the fecal matter.
There's no floaty bits. Where's all the floaty bits? It's supposed to be like an aloe vera drink. What?
Oh no.
I spat one of them out the other day because I drink them quite a lot.
Yeah?
And I spat one of the pieces out. And I shouldn't have done that. I was very happy just swallowing them without really thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of gross looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still ate it, obviously.
Is that it?
Yeah, I just thought they looked weirder than I thought they were going to.
What do you think they're going to look like?
I don't really know. I hadn't really thought about it. I knew that they were... I thought they'd be like sea monkeys. Do you know sea monkeys?
What?
You know, you must have... You've seen sea monkeys.
I've seen one. I've not held one or like...
Sea monkeys are the little tiny micro things that you better buy from like Argos.
Yeah, I know what they are. Yeah.
Yeah, and they come in a sachet, as all
Yeah.
great animals do.
The best animals come in sachets.
Yeah. Chicken. Comes in sachets sometimes.
Flavouring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not actual chickens.
That is a good way. Well, an egg is like a nature sachet.
Ah. Eggs are good.
Yeah. Why are we still talking about food?
Because we're fat as fuck.
Do you reckon eggs are strong enough to put up your ass?
No. Not at all.
But they're quite strong on the top to bottom, aren't they? You can give them a good squeeze.
That's not the way you want to put them in.
Yeah, you'd have to put it in sideways to really get good. Imagine getting salmonella.
No, but
through
you're
your
not thinking
ass.
this through. You're not thinking that through at all.
Okay.
Keep thinking.
Well, I know it's a right. It goes up one way. There's a shape that it wants to go up. There's thin end to fat end.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
imagine you put it in the other way.
Yeah, big end first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still going to crush.
But it would be easy to poo out if it was the other way, wouldn't it? You're better off for momentary pain getting the fat end in first, so the shitting out is easier.
No, irregardless of whatever way you put an egg in your ass, it's going to just smash. 100%.
It would in my vice grip of an anus.
Because even if you put it in the other way, so it's the strong way where you can't, the way that everyone else says, oh, try and crush this egg, and you can't do it. If you put it in that way, the other sides of your anus are going to go on the sides and then smash it. So it'll crack.
I do have a strong anus.
And then if you put it in the normal way, That does look perfect for putting it in your ass.
Yeah.
The little tip and...
Yeah. It almost wants to.
Yeah, it almost wants to, but it will smash.
That must be how it came out of a chicken's ass. That way around. Must be thin end first. There must be some level of like nature geometry for that.
No, would it not be the other way?
Oh, like a kiss. The anus kisses it on the way out.
Yeah, like
First
a poo,
kiss
like a
from
poo.
mum to egg.
Your poo always starts like, big, and then you go and you bite it off.
I suppose it does.
So I imagine...
I'd never really thought of the shapes of my poo because they're always in the toilet, but I don't really think which way they came out unless they're like still in line, which is always good. I like that if you can get a no breaker. I haven't had one of them for a long time though. I should probably eat more vegetables.
Yeah.
Rather than putting them all up my ass. We're going to do roast this weekend. Where's all the vegetables gone? I'm just like limping around like John Wayne. I have no idea.
Out of breath. I don't know.
You smell like vegetable oil.
Why are you so sweaty?
Don't go upstairs. It's like there's been an explosion in a greengrocer's up there.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, that wouldn't be ideal. That would probably be the thing I'd least want to happen, is to be walked in on with some sort of food up my ass.
Yeah.
Like wanking, I'd just be like, shit. I mean, this happens. We're adults.
Yeah.
Whoops.
It's not great though, is it, still?
It's not ideal, no. Like, sorry I've ruined Christmas. I know I shouldn't have been doing this when putting the stockings in here. That's my bad. Parenting moment, natural moment for someone to do. Silly mistake. No, they'll be like, you emptied your sack everywhere. I was like, yeah, but it's filled with presents. Oh, no. This is somehow worse.
I was just dressed as Santa and the mood took me.
There is something a little bit sexual about being in a Santa outfit.
Well, yeah, I think it's the years of Santa being sexualized as some kind of fucking mum slayer. Because that has been... What's that one? Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
I've sang it completely out on the wrong tune. Obviously, that's just a reference to her kissing her husband, who's dressed as Santa Claus, because Santa Claus doesn't exist. Spoiler alert.
What? What are you talking about?
But it's still like kind
Who
of
put presents under my tree?
What?
Who's put presents under my tree then?
It's normally me.
Are you Santa?
I am, yeah.
My God. I'm going to have to phone my mum. Yeah, that is true. And also, for some reason, Mrs. Claus just is always in lingerie all the time. Like around Christmas time.
Sorry, what?
You walk past like Anne Summers and there'll be like 6 women in there, all dressed as like Lady Santa, which
Yeah,
surely
you're
kids
not
are just
wrong.
walking past all the time.
That is true, yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, shoving like mince pies up her ass or something.
Would you want to have sex with someone who's dressed as Santa?
Would I?
Yeah.
Who's the person dressed up as Santa? I guess that's the...
I mean, I'm going to probably say Debs, your partner.
It'd be like a little Santa, though. It doesn't make any sense. Like, in the relationship, I'm clearly the Santa. She's like small and slim.
No, but I'm saying in the reference to you walking past Anne Summers and there's like sexy Santa costumes.
Oh, like Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
no, I didn't mean like full beard.
But your beard looks great.
You thought I meant like the full beard and boots.
Yeah.
Why would you even consider it? Why would that be like a who is it? Like, that's just a no.
I didn't think so. I was telling you, like, well, maybe. Like, who's in it?
What's going on?
I didn't think far enough ahead to
Do you want to fuck Santa Claus?
Well, I ddidn't think I did until now.
I think you do. I think that's what we're getting to, Kier. I think you want to have sex with Santa Claus. And maybe men. Maybe that's where this is going.
Oh my God. This is a revelation.
Like, I'm straight, and I don't want to have sex with anyone that looks like Santa Claus. But you're just saying, depends who's under that fucking costume,
The Mrs. Claus thing, not so much either.
That's just not doing it for you.
I think what we found out is that I'm gay.
Boots and a beard do it for you.
Honestly, Mrs. Santa in my head was just, nah, not really. Santa,
Let's see this through.
You can go down my chimney, that's for sure. in a euphemism way.
Well, that was an interesting revelation.
It was for me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So, you don't want to have sex with someone in a sexy Santa costume?
I like to plead the fifth on this one. I think that's an American
Sorry,
term. What's the opposite?
I've just asked the same question and realised you're going to get confused again.
I did get... Do you see my confusion immediately? Yeah.
Sexy Santa, Mrs. Santa, lingerie woman.
Yeah, but like... Not because it's Santa outfit or Mrs. Santa outfit.
What about the full boots and beard?
There's more of a thought on it because I think it's funnier.
What?
I think that would be funnier.
Do you always aim to have a good laugh when you're having sex?
If the moment's there, maybe. If there's something to laugh about, yeah.
Like what?
Like, yeah, I know it's like that. Sorry.
All right, stop laughing at it now.
That's enough now. Flicking it. You need to take this on that Mr. Pimple. I saw just the best old man dick at the gym earlier. I don't know what... We talked about this before, obviously.
Yep.
But there was a guy who's very much kept it to himself in recent times. And then I walked down the steps out of the shower and he was like side profile. I could just see his bell was really big.
His bell?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not in comparison to the rest. Like it actually looked sort of hammer shaped.
Oh.
Like he'd put an elastic band around it. Anyway. I hadn't thought about it much today.
The old man's penis?
Not loads, but it's popped up. Not popped in. That's worse. It's arisen.
Caught yourself thinking about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's less about erections.
While on the toilet?
Yeah. I was just standing on it. It's a nice place to think.
I haven't seen many old man penises in a while. I went to the gym last week when I was in Edinburgh. A lot. I went like 4 or 5 times. And no one
That's
was...
good going.
I don't know. It's because I had nothing to do.
Are you hitting that like most weeks now?
No. That's the most I've ever hit it.
Oh, right, okay.
I think it was 5. Monday, Tuesday. 4. Yeah, 4. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And that's the most I've ever done it in a week. The most I've done prior to that was 4. But only one of them was like a good 2.5, 2-hour workout. The rest were all just like little 40-minute hours.
That's all good though. You can get a lot of work done in 40 minutes to an hour.
clients.
Between clients?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. What have you become? Fucking lunch break gym trips?
Yeah.
Just that guy.
Just that guy now. I'm just getting swole. What can I say?
Are you going to start wearing boat shoes?
Yes. And vests. And those tight trousers.
Oh, yeah. I like it when I see the men in those little shorts.
Lots of things are coming out today, Kier.
Apparently I am.
Yeah. I think you're the next thing.
There's just, you can admire someone without being sexually attracted to him.
Sounds like you're sexually attracted to them, though. The way you went, no.
His name's Enrique.
Does he just do it for you?
Oh, cinnamon skin. Muscles bulging from places I didn't know they could bulge from. His forehead. He had a muscle in his forehead. He was all flexing.
Sounds like a Neanderthal.
He was balancing a weight plate on it. He was doing reps with his eyebrows.
Did you think that was a good chance to go talk to him when he was going?
Yeah. I thought he was asking me to come over.
No, I'm just doing my reps.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Sorry.
He said, stop annoying me every time you see me. I said, you're always doing this with your eyes, doing the little eyebrows up.
You clearly want me.
I'm trying to turn this forehead into a 6 head. Leave me alone. That'd be lovely. He's got abs on his forehead.
I mean, you've almost do that.
I'm just like that.
There you go. You got 3.
Do you pay attention to wrinkles and creases in your face?
I have done recently, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so have I. What's up with that? Is it because it's winter and it's dry?
What, recently?
Yeah.
I've recently been paying attention to it because Rasheen got Botox. So,
Oh, right.
so I've been
And now
going,
you're
right,
like, maybe.
look at that shit. Yeah. Get rid of that shit.
I think I started noticing like little crow's feet and that, but I like those because that just shows you've been smiling and laughing a lot, doesn't it? I think so. Or going, you've been doing that.
Or crying.
Crying?
Crying's a similar.
I know it's not from that, so
Oh, yeah. You're
definitely not from
dead
that.
inside.
Dead inside.
Yeah, and out.
And out. Yeah, don't work at all. It's fucked.
But yeah, there was no nudity in the gym in Edinburgh. Not a
Nice.
single bit.
Well done, Scottish people.
Yeah. It was quite a young gym, so maybe that's why.
Oh, yeah, that'll be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't ever get to see that young dick.
I think that when I was in the change rooms, there was only one time there was an older guy.
Edinburgh, I thought it would have had a higher average age. Maybe not.
Sorry. No. I mean, yeah, but like not at this gym. This gym was like, not city centre, wherever Best Shop is. It's like kind of outside the city centre. But it's still in the catchment, so it's like quite a young, professional area, if that makes sense.
How close was it to the shop?
Oh, like 5-minute walk.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's why I was going in between clients.
I mean, it's still majorly impressive. I honestly can't believe that.
Well, it's because I finished my client. I had a client at 11, finished at 12. Like, it was just a quick banger. But I booked the slot until 2, just in case. And it ended up being a bit smaller and quicker than I thought. And then, yeah. Like 2 hours to kill, so I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go to the gym.
Nice.
So I went to the gym for an hour, showered, came back.
Very nice indeed.
I was back by like 1:30.
I did that when I was at Regis years and years ago.
Regis?
Yeah, I
What's
worked
that?
for Regis for a bit.
What's that?
Like a call centre job.
Oh,
I was like the switchboard,
that sounds
pretty
depressing.
much. Yeah, like 120 calls, 150 calls a day
Jesus.
is what some people were getting.
Oh.
Yeah. I was averaging 40 or 50. And then they'd come over and be like, why aren't you like ready to take calls? And I was like, because I don't want to. Not literally. I'd be like, oh, I didn't realise I wasn't in the ready. So she'd be like, you've been sat here for 15 minutes. Like, there's no way. Calls are coming in like bang, 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 bang. There's never a break. I just thought there was like a new break system they'd come in.
I thought there was a little lull.
Yeah. Which never happened.
Couldn't hear anyone else talking.
Yeah, I used to go to the gym then. The Regis building was one next to the train station. And then the gym was the Ultimate Fitness. Is it Ultimate Fitness? Planet Fitness? Whatever one it is. Fitness that's near Crown Point. Just to give you an idea of geography.
No fucking idea.
There was walking involved.
Okay.
Probably about the same.
Was this when you were a buff daddy?
It was on the decline. It was on the farewell tour
Oh, okay.
of that.
You look like someone who goes to the gym still, but you weren't like buff. Is that what it was?
I wasn't like as lean as I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd started going up and thought I should probably try and recover this. I'm going to go on my lunch breaks.
Yeah.
And it worked swimmingly. Up until this point.
And now you look like someone who, when you tell people you do go to the gym, they go, oh, that's nice.
I look like someone who has to tell people I go to the gym. Whereas I didn't used to have to tell people.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd be like, he definitely goes to the gym. Whereas now they go, does he know what a gym is? Because he needs to know.
You don't look that bad.
Nah.
Yet.
Not yet, but I'm working on it, apparently. I've just been eating chicken and chips so much.
Sorry to laugh.
I'd love it.
Expand.
I'll just keep going to Iceland, right? And they do this 3 for $12 on breaded chicken, and like they do so many flavours, and they're all great. And then I'll just kind of put them on some chips, but sweet potato. I'm being healthy.
Okay.
And then I put like some vegetables with it, just chive, spring onions actually, and just like copious amounts of cheese. So it's a pretty well-rounded meal. It's got the vegetables, the proteins, fats. It's sort of well-rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been eating that a lot recently. Like, probably too much.
How much we talking? How many times a week?
4 or 5.
Oh, okay. That's a lot. Yeah, that's quite a lot. I was going to say if you said more than like two.
what happened was I started indulging myself, and then I just haven't been able to switch it off.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, let's just keep doing that. And then I go, oh, well, there's something coming up. Like, it's one of the kids' birthdays. We're going to get baked anyway, so where's the point? And then, oh, people are coming up. There's no... I know this is a terrible attitude. I know it's wrong. It's just I'm listening to that voice at the moment, not the good one who goes, you know, you could probably counteract some of what you're about to do by eating well in between.
Yeah.
But the other voice is fucking kicking ass right now. Like, if you had chicken...
Fuck that guy!
He's in the distance. Yeah.
You know, we could probably... Shut the fuck up!
He's been strangled. He's took hostage by the other guy.
You want chips again? Goddamn right! Eat them chips!
You fat piece of shit! Oh, you're in my head. Why are you talking to me like that?
Because I am you!
Because I'm going to tell you to make bad choices, and I'm going to over-criticise you for them as well. And the whole time, the rational voice is just in a cupboard somewhere. Go, you should get the vegetables! Take them out your ass and put them in your mouth! Something like that, I reckon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not been great recently. I have definitely just been... I've been saying yes to a lot. That's what the issue is.
Right.
I went to the gym this morning, though.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a peri-peri chicken wrap after.
Fucking hell. You're joking, right?
No, I did, yeah.
For breakfast?
Yeah.
That's the weird bit there. You got peri-peri chicken wrap for breakfast?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's weird.
Sometimes I'll have a Ginster's slice. Or Ginster's.
That's not as weird. That's perfectly fine.
Is it?
Yeah, like a pastry, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the tikka one.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, I know. Well, like going to a Greg's and getting like, you know, a steak bake or chicken bake or cheese and onion bake, like one of them for your breakfast with a coffee is like, It's incredibly unhealthy, but it's like, you know, it's an adequate breakfast. Whereas I think a fucking peri-peri wrap, that's a lunch meal.
Yeah, so you're confined by the boundaries of when you should eat things. Because I'm eating peri-peri chicken for breakfast, and then I'm having a bowl of cereal at 10 o'clock at night before I go to bed.
After the chicken and chips.
Yeah, after the 2 lots of I've switched it. Sometimes. Because I'll cheat.
Shut up.
I do the cheat thing, right? You know, like when you make a meal, and then you're cooking it up for everyone, you're plating it, but then every so often you just put, one to the mouth, don't you? Oh, here's some chicken for you. More for me. Chicken for... Oh, that's like a bit too much. I'll have the extra. I do that into my mouth. And then eventually... I go, whoa, my chicken looks well small now.
Because I've ate half of it while plating up.
So I take it off everyone else's plates and then put it on mine. Go, chips for tea, everyone.
We ran out of chicken.
In a few months' time, everyone's just... They're going to be like thin because they've not been having half their meal. They're like, where's the chicken? Feed me chicken. You're like feeding me with like little litter pickers from like a distance. Just trying to get... Do I look like a Greek god now?
Do you love me?
They're like, of course we do, we want you to change. I was talking to the chicken.
Chicken loves me.
And then, since then I've been picking Wario on Mario Kart because he says, chicken, every time you choose him. Chicken's just everywhere right now.
Okay.
You know, it's just... Yeah, it's just in vogue, the old chicken.
Maybe try eat something that's a bit more nutritious.
I think what's really going to help is both my brothers are coming up this weekend, and they're both like slim athletes.
Okay.
Yeah, like they both look after themselves and go to the gym a nice
Yeah,
amount.
but are they coming up to yours to have a cheat day?
They're having a cheat day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm probably going to say I'm having a cheat day as well. Like, we should get chicken and chips, shouldn't we? Like, have you not had that recently? Nope. Why are you fatter than the last time we saw you then? It was the chicken and chips.
Yeah.
This does tend to happen. For some reason I have this thing where if I'm about to see someone that I haven't seen in months, like I've been losing weight for a while, and now I know I'm about to see someone in, say, 3 weeks, I'll just throw away all the progress before I see them. I don't know why. It's just my brain just goes, cool, they're coming soon. You're looking good, you're doing well. Like, they're going to be like, oh my God, you're doing really good. You must not be eating so much chicken and chips again. And then instead, I do the opposite. I don't know what's up with that. I think it's like some sort of self-destruction. What do they call it? Not self-destruction.
Self-destructive, yeah.
Yeah. But then most of the shit I do just goes sort of in flows of going well, going bad, going well, going bad. I've just kind of lived with it now. Just in general.
That is a weird one.
Yeah. This is somehow deeper than the vegetable up the ass conversation.
Of course it is. It's about your weight.
Right, but I was doing sillies about it a minute ago. Now you're doing serious intervention voice, like, we need to talk now.
Yeah, we really need to discuss
You're
this.
just a completely different person now.
I'm just a gym goer now. You know,
You're athletic.
I eat a little bit well.
Yeah, and you can run and stuff, and you go to the gym on your fucking lunch breaks. You told me I should get fatter years ago. When we first met, you're like, yeah, you should just get like really fat and then just own it. That's what you should do. And then now you're like, yeah, I go to the gym on my lunch break, had a kale sandwich earlier with kale bread.
That's not true. Not true. I had a Kit Kat earlier. My cheat meal.
I needed that to load up on carbs for my third gym session today.
I haven't been to the gym since Friday. So I've totally fucked it this week.
It's Saturday today. They don't know.
Okay, I haven't been to the gym for 5 days.
That's just that one. Dead as well now.
Fuck it.
Don't record on 4K.
I haven't been to the gym for 5 days. Is what I'm saying.
5 days.
5 whole days.
Man, you must be.
Which, except for when I've had my back tattooed, is the longest I haven't been to the gym since I've been going to the gym.
Oh, I got my ditch tattooed. Yeah, that's why I hadn't been going as well. My knee ditch.
How's that healed? I forgot about that.
It healed so quick. Like, it's not a good excuse for... I kept pads on for like 4 days.
Yeah, it's a good
Every time I took it off, and if it was slightly sticky, I just put pads back on again.
Yeah.
And then tried to do my best not to fold my leg up because it felt fucking horrible every time I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was trying to make sure I slept with my leg like almost hyperextended and stuff.
Unlike mine. Infection.
What happened to yours?
Got a mad infection on the big one. Yeah, the first one I got a mad infection on it, like the worst infection I've ever had. Which was completely my fault as well. And then on the other one, not even to do with the infection, because how bad that one hurt. I think the other one, I then tactically just got loads of little bangers going in.
Yeah.
But every single one I got a little tiny infection on like that corner that went in. Like, or like I'd get a load of spots or a rash. Like, just every single time healed terribly.
Sweaty ditches?
Well, I wasn't padding them for that. I was doing the 2-day pad and then just leaving it after that and then being like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I think I needed just way more pads. Like, I think 4 days is like the winner.
I'm definitely not against just running pads for as long as you want, really.
Same. I'm like that now.
But if there's any moisture, you may as well just put it back on again.
Yeah.
Not put it back on again. For anyone just sat at home going, oh, just stick this back on after 24 hours.
Give it a little rinse?
Yeah, put it under the sink first, then back on.
Slap it on soaking wet.
Hopefully with lots of spit and urine in it. That'll really help it along. Sterile on it. If it's your own. I think it's only if it's your own.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like a lot of the time I try to like speed past and just kind of get it to dry. And I always think, oh, I'll just take the pads off. And then that's what I did the last back session I had. I just left the pads. I did a day, 2 days of pads. And then I was like, that's it. I was let it dry out. And then obviously that's when I came into work and I was like, I can't fucking move. And then it was like, yeah, put the pads on straight away. I was like, oh, movement. Because it was just like so dry and like filled with like swollen moisture.
Yeah.
It just all had to get sucked out.
That's where all that scabbing and that comes from, though. And it's that shit drying on you.
Oh, I haven't told you about Valencia, have I?
What happened to him?
Well, I got my back ravaged. But it was the guy. There was a guy on my flight who
Just one?
no, the one next to me, who was the most annoying guy ever.
Why?
So the first thing that happened was, I was the second row from the front. I'd paid for that seat.
You paid for second row? Oh.
The front row was booked, so I paid for the second row because I had pads on my back. So I
right.
paid for a really good seat because I was like, I don't want to be stood hunched when I want to get up and fuck off.
Yeah.
When it lands because my back is fucked because I had the pads on and I'd just been tattooed literally been tattooed like 15 hours before the flight, and I'd obviously had a full fucking day on my back. It was brutal. So I paid for the seat. sat down in it. It was a window seat as well. And then this guy sits in the middle seat, straight away just goes, I don't know what, I'm assuming he's probably Spanish, I don't know. Couldn't speak English very well. But he's like, would you mind swapping with my girlfriend? And I was like, where is she? And then he showed me it was like 36D. And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, but we really want to sit together. And I went, cool, I've paid for this seat, so I'm staying here. And he was like, oh, okay. And he was sound about it. He was very okay, like being all pathetic, and I was like, fuck off. And then this shouldn't have annoyed me as much as it did, but I was just like, fuck. They closed the door and no one was sat on the end seat next to him, and he was like, oh, my girlfriend. And like, he grabbed, the minute he saw the door close, he was like, everyone's on. He was like, oh. And he like grabbed a member of staff and was like, oh, my girlfriend's at the back at 30. And he was this excited. This is how excited. I'm not exaggerating. He was like, oh, my girlfriend is in 36, whatever. Could she come sit here next to me? And they were just like, when the flight's in air, yeah, she can, but like she has to stay in a seat for flight and landing. And he was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And he was like so gassed, and he sat back down, and I was just like, this guy. And then he then turned to me and went, my girlfriend's coming to sit next to me. And I was like, okay. I literally just went like, okay. And then he went like straight away, he did a little kind of like second pause and just went, would you mind if we had the window? And I was like, yeah. I was like, dude, I booked this seat. And that's when I said, I had my back tattooed yesterday. I've booked this, so I've got the room.
Yeah.
I was like, if I sit on the aisle, they're going to knock me and it's going to fucking hurt my back, man. Like, I booked this seat purposefully for the fucking comfort. And I didn't say it like, I just went, I had my back tattooed yesterday. No, like, it hurts.
That seems more like how you'd say it. Yeah.
I wasn't as polite as this. This guy was pissing me off. And then again, this guy was a nice guy. He was like, oh, okay, sorry, man. Sorry, I totally get it. Like, that's cool. Like, that's fine. Cool. We get in the flight, and then he brings his girlfriend, obviously, and they just sat there. And I think this might have been the guy's first flight, because he was just gassed off everything. Which I get. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he was young as well. He was like, he must have been like 22, 23. He was a young guy. But he was just fucking everything. He was like, oh, ooh, like pulling fucking tables down. It was a whole thing for him, which I'm not slagging off. Like, that's fine. If you get gassed off that, that's cool. But this was a 5:30 a.m. flight.
Oh my God.
And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that's not the time to have that.
No. So he was like touch. As I said, I'm at the window. So he was like putting his hands like up in the thing, touching everything, and I was just like, I was trying to sleep a lot of the time. Like trying to just not sleep, but like relax. So I'd open my eyes and his arm would be here, like twisting a knob, and I'd be like, fucking hell. And then, he kept on just like getting gassed over everything. Kept trying to like engage in conversation with me in like a very weird way. Like it would just be a lot of like looking at me and going like.
Like Mr. Bean.
Yeah, so he just wanted to be like, hello. He wouldn't say anything. He would just look at me and be like, oh, we're on a plane. Like, that's the kind of thing he was like, oh, isn't this great? There's all like built up into, we were coming into land and he reached over and flicked the window up. Because at one point he was like annoying me so much because he was leaning into me to look out the window, and I was just like, I waited for him to look away and just went, so I was just like, this fucking guy.
Just fully kill his vibe.
He's pissing me off. Like he was
absolute. It's so fun to think of you in that situation. Anyone else would be fairly like normal. Obviously, you hate joy. So
Yeah.
like, this guy.
I don't hate joy. I hate joy at 5:30 in the morning after a fucking 5-hour back tattoo session. I'm just not in the fucking mood. But anyway, I flicked the window down, and that was like halfway through the flight because he just kept on like I'm sat here just chilling, trying to like just not get some shut eye, but just relax. And I don't my eyes. And his head would be here, like
Well, right next to your face.
He'd be in my space. This is a Ryanair flight, by the way, not fucking roomy. He'd be like there, looking out the window, and I'd just be like, I'd kind of like open my eyes and be like, yo, what the fuck, man?
For his face to look out the window, it needs to be slightly past your face, doesn't
This
it?
is what I'm saying.
So you must wake up to his nose every time you wake
Yeah.
up.
And that's what I'm saying. After like the fourth or fifth time, I was just like, the minute he looked away, I just went, and just like straight away, just back to that.
Just so like passive aggressive.
And then-
fuck you.
And then,
That's not, is it? It's fucking great. What was his girlfriend doing the whole time? Was she like him?
nothing.
Nothing.
On a phone. She couldn't give a shit. Genuinely. She was just like, she was on a phone, asleep, or listening to his bullshit. Because he would be going, look, look, look. And she'd just be like, oh, yeah, cool. She couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm guessing she's been on a flight before then and he hasn't.
I think that's what the vibe was.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're coming into land, and I hadn't even heard anything. Like, I haven't heard the guy with my headphones on. I hadn't heard the guy say, like, we're coming into land, lift all your windows up. So before I had a chance, like, he just went shh, and reached across and put it up, and I was like, the fuck? And I took my headphones off, and I could see everyone else was doing it, and I was like, all right, and I could feel it start to drop, so I was like, we're coming into land, whatever.
And if your eyes were closed, that's kind of reasonable.
Yeah. But, like, I was already like, oh, this fucking guy. And then he then proceeded to film the landing, but again, over me. And then, like, I was just like this. And again, I was just like, fucking this guy, man. Like, he's pissing me off. And then he put his elbow in my arm, like, to lean on. And then that's when I was like, bruh, like, what the fuck? And that's what I did. I was like, bruh, get out of my space. I don't think I said something that harsh, but I said, can you just like, you know,
Not.
can you just get out my like personal space, please? And then he was like, oh, sorry. And I was like, it's fine, just record back there.
You've got a zoom function.
Yeah, like, come on. But no, but he was putting it against the glass and getting the angle.
To look down.
Yeah.
Up there, little zoom.
Which he then explained. He was like, I can't get the angle. And I just went, yeah, I'm trying to chill.
Go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Find someone who planned ahead and got the ticket next to the window,
Yep.
next to their girlfriend.
Right. That's my main bottom line of this. I know it sounds like I'm shitting on a guy who's having a good time on his first plane, which I assume is what it was. I fucking hope,
hope it was his first
I hope
time.
that's what it was, and this is what he's like on every fucking flight. I'm not shitting on that. I'm shitting on the fact that he didn't fucking reserve a seat, because that's why he wasn't sat with his missus. They got random allocated seats.
Yeah, to save the £6 or whatever.
You always get the middle seats, and both of them were middle seats. So I was like, fuck you. If you want a window seat and you want to do all this shit, fucking book it.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line for me. Like, don't just fucking invade my space because you want to fucking look out the window. Like,
How much was booking the seat?
that, because it was a second from the front, it was like 12 quid, 14 quid maybe. Not like insane amount. The flight was like fucking 60 or 70 quid. So if it was your first flight and you were that gassed, just fucking book a window seat, man.
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I think that would have annoyed me too. And,
Yeah.
And most people.
Yeah.
At 5:30, that's a mess.
That's the bottom line. Like, I landed at fucking 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. So I was like, just not in the fucking mood at all.
Where did he land? Where did you land?
London.
Mate, he's bringing that energy into London. Good luck to him. He's
Yeah.
probably dead.
Somebody has stabbed him on the tube.
They sell coffee right there. Yes.
Yeah, he was just fucking well annoying.
Yeah, well, he probably is dead if he's in London with that attitude, so
Yeah.
at least he won't be bothering someone else on the way back.
Thank God for that.
And his girlfriend can continue her Tinder swiping like she was on the first part of it.
Yep. Honestly, there was moments where I thought she's going to break up with him. We're done.
Just composing the right email for him the whole time. What are you doing?
Isn't it amazing? Are you having the best time?
Just like slowly puts headphones in next to him. Oh, man. Right. Goodbye, everyone.
Farewell.